Good morning. Hope you are having a great day today. It's cold and dreary in Boston, but spring is the time of renewal and hope. The trees are budding behind us, it's turning green, and we know that summer is around the corner. It's also the Torah portion of Emor, and Emor has two parts to it. The beginning part speaks about the responsibilities of the Kohanim, the priests, and how they conduct themselves, and how they do the service, etc., etc. The second part focuses on the holidays. It tells us about Shabbos, it tells us about Passover, it tells us about Shavuot, Sukkot, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot. It goes through all the holidays. And then, immediately after it tells us about the holidays, it tells us about Aaron kindling the menorah. And the question is, what's the connection? What's the juxtaposition between speaking about all the holidays and then suddenly you come in with Aaron lighting the menorah? Some commentaries actually interestingly say that although the Torah tells us all the holidays that are biblical, which starts with Passover, Shavuot, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot, the Torah is insinuating and hinting to us that there will be more holidays coming. Because what was the first holiday that was established by the rabbis after the Torah? Was the holiday of Hanukkah, for the miracle celebrating the Chashmonaim and their victory. So by telling us that Aaron should kindle the menorah, and what do we do on Hanukkah? We celebrate the menorah and we light the menorah. Was God saying that the holidays are a beginning, but there'll be more to come? Reasons to celebrate survival of Judaism, etc., etc. But there's something else. You know, when we make Kiddush on the holidays, we read a verse from this week's Torah portion, which calls it Mikroi Kodesh, that Eila Moed Hashem, these are the festivals of God, Mikroi Kodesh, they are callings of holiness. What's light? What does light do for us? You know, when you take a candle or you open a light in a room, it doesn't change anything that exists already. Whatever's in the room was there before and is there afterwards. The only difference the light does is to allow you to see and appreciate all those things that are in the room. And that's why the rabbis tell us that right after the holidays, we go on to speak about Aaron kindling the menorah. Because what the Torah is insinuating to us is that each of these holidays, starting with Shabbat, when God rested on the seventh day, going on to Passover, which celebrates us leaving Egypt, to Shavuot, which celebrates the marriage between God and the Jewish people, the giving of the Torah, to Rosh Hashanah, which is the New Year, to Yom Kippur, which is a day of introspection, of atonement, to Sukkot, which we celebrate God protecting us with the clouds of glory in the desert. Each one of these is really there to allow us to see the light in our life, because we're so busy 24/7 that we don't have anything that allows us and shines a light on all the blessings that we have. What Shabbos and the holidays do is it gives us a moment to pause, a moment to rejuvenate, and to look and focus on the blessings that God has given us. And that's so grateful, because when you have gratitude, it allows you to lead a happy life. And that's what the Torah is telling us. Eila Moed Hashem. These are the signs of God. Mikroi Kodesh. They are callings of holiness. They are there to allow you to see the blessings, the holiness, the gratitude you should have in your life from all that God has given you. So next time you wonder if a holiday is a burden or not, do I have to take off on Shabbos? Do I have to take off on Sukkot, on Shavuot? What am I going to do? I want to go to Aruba for 10 days. I want to go to Italy for a week. And now I have to take off for the holidays. So I'm not going to be able to go. Remember what the Torah is telling us. Right after we read about the holidays, we read about the lighting of the menorah. Because the holidays are there for you. To illuminate your life and to allow you to see the blessings you have. It shouldn't be a burden. You know, this past week in Texas, in Houston, there was this 1 week competition on robotics from all over the world. And one of the teams that came was a team from Modi'in, Israel. And this team competed the entire week, and lo and behold, they made it to the championship, which was supposed to take place on Shabbat. Now, when they came on Shabbat, all the huts, all the booths were full with the people that were competing, except this one. It was empty. And in its place there was a note that to those that were gonna take care of this event. And it was read on live by the producer, by the announcer, read it on live. It said, this is the team from Modin. They explained why they can't compete because it's Shabbat. And they said, we can't compete because it's Shabbat, and Shabbat is a day of rest. But instead, we left you candles, challah, and a QR code so you could learn more about Shabbat. And when the announcer read it, everyone started applauding. And the announcer said that it's so nice for someone to teach us that there's something more than just robotics. And that is the holy day of Shabbat. Because when you keep Shabbat, and even though they gave up playing for this team, and they gave up in the championship, what they did not give up is on Shabbat, and having that light in our life that can illuminate and give us gratitude for what all God has done for us. Have yourself an awesome, great day.